Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's always Heidi here. On today's tutorial, I'll be sharing with you guys how to cut and sew your zipper flyer, and you can see how neatly done it is. Very easy to make. And if you also want me to drop a tutorial on how to cut and sew a corporate trouser, let me know in the comment section. Let's get started. So what I have here is on fold. The fabric is on fold, and I'll be marking the length of the zipper flyer or the flap, whatever you call it. I'll be marking the length to be 9 inches, so you can mark 8 or 7 inches. That depends on the length you want yours to be. Okay, so I'll mark 9 inches, and the width of this is going to be 2.5. I couldn't get some clips, so I'll just explain to you guys. So what I have here is 9 inches, sorry, and I'll mark the width to be 2.5 all round, and I'll cut it out. I'll cut another one which is going to be single. That means it's not going to be on fold, and then afterwards I will go ahead to create a curve. Now I didn't get the clips of all of that. That's why I'm explaining like this. Now this is what I'm talking about. You can see that this one is on fold and this other one is not on fold, and after cutting it, you're just going to go ahead and create like a curve. Okay, just like coming upward by like half an inch, and then you create your curve. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So that's what we have now, and the width is 2.5 as well. So we're going to get our trouser pattern. I will start with the back. I'll go ahead to join the back crotch by half an inch like we kept. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll also sew up my darts for the back as well, and then for the front I also went ahead to sew the darts and also pipe the crouch. So instead of weaving, if you don't have the weaving machine, you can go ahead to pipe your crouch by using your bias tape. Okay, so that's what I did on the crouch for the front, and now I'm going to mark the zip length. So for the zip length for this is going to be 8 inches, and I'll go ahead to mark that, and then we are going to sew our crotch by half an inch at that point. So we're going to close that point by half an inch. Now I also biased or piped my zipper flap or flyer by using the bias as well to pipe it. Okay, so instead of weaving it, you can also pipe that. As you can see, the one on fold I did that, and also the one that is not on fold I only piped the part that has the curve. Now the next thing we're going to be doing is to face the crouch for the front trouser and also the flap. So we are facing it right side to each other, right side to right side. Okay, so I'm facing the part for the flyer, I'm facing the part that is not weaved. Okay, so this one is the single one, not the one that is on fold, and I'm going to be sewing by half an inch. And after sewing by half an inch, you're going to top stitch it, and then so it stays in place. Okay, so remember we're working with the single flap or flyer, whatever I call it. So this is what we have after top stitching. As you can see, we top stitch at that point, at the flyer point or at the flyer side. Okay, so don't go and top stitch on the main fabric. So after top stitching, we're going to go ahead and iron it so it stays in place. Okay, so I'm just demonstrating that if you iron it, it's going to be flat, so make sure you're working with your iron when you're doing this. So I'm going to iron it and come back. So after ironing it, this is what we have, and you can see now we're going to install our zip. So now my zip is longer, okay, but we're going to cut it out, so don't worry. Now I'm placing my zip. Now if you look closely, I'm not starting my zip at the point where I'm supposed to, which is at the crouch joining part. Okay, so because we need the coverage, we need the fabric to be able to cover the zip. Now look at what I'm demonstrating, right? You should be able to cover the zip, so I'll be sewing the zip on the other side. Okay, the side that is facing my left, let's say that side, and then we're going to be sewing the zip by 1 inch. So what I didn't really measure it, but if you're doing that, you can use the measurements. Make sure that from the joining or from the crouch joining, you have about 1 inch or 0.75, and then you place your zip and sew, so that you can have enough fabric to cover, that's going to serve as the flap or the flyer, whatever you call it. So after doing that, this is what we have. I'm going to go ahead and cut out the zip. Okay, so we reduce the length. I'll cut it out, and then we're going to turn it again and see what we have. Okay, after turning it, you can see what the excess, that's the part that is going to be covering the zip. It is important that it covers the zip, please. That's what makes it this zipper flyer stuff. Okay, so you make sure that you have enough to cover it. Now the next thing we're going to be doing is to create the shape that we normally have at that crouch or at that flyer side. Okay, so it is optional for you. There is no pattern for it, but you can also create a pattern. But what I'm going to do is just use my pin to secure it down first, and then I'm going to use my chalk to just do create like a shape that I want it to be. Okay, so you can use whatever you want, however you want it to be, but it should just look like this. Okay, so I'm going to be using my chalk to just mark. If you watch closely, you can see that I'm starting towards the other side of the zip, but make sure that it's not to the extreme of the other zip. I don't know if that English is I don't know if that English makes sense, but anyhow, just try and stitch it down. Now the other side, which is we have not touched, we are going to fold it by half an inch, which you kept as our sewing allowance, and you're going to iron it down. After ironing it down, this is what you're going to be having. Now you're ironing it down so it's easier for you to work, and when you place it, it's going to be very beautiful and neat. Now I forgot, I've not sewn my flap or my flyer, so I'm going to go ahead and stitch it and come and show you. So this is what I have. You can see how beautiful it looks. It's very neat and easy. Please, when you're sewing, make sure that you are not sewing on top the other side which you have not touched. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do, let me zoom my camera so you can get what I'm talking about. We are going to place this other side which you folded by half an inch on top the zip. Okay, you're going to place it on top the zip. Make sure that it aligns, is equal, and then you're going to use your pin to pin it down. You're going to pin it down. Please, it's very important you pin it down so you don't have folded edge or folding point at this crouch area. So you have to go ahead and use your pins to pin it down before you sew. So go ahead and pin that part down, and then you're going to sew it on top. And after sewing it up, I'll come and show you guys. After stitching down, this is what I have, and you can see how neatly done it looks. It's very beautiful. Please pardon the noise. You can see how beautiful it is. Afterwards, what I did was to top stitch on that flyer, okay, or the flap, so it stays in place. Okay, so just watch what I did. I stitched that point I am showing you, so you have to do that so it stays in place, it doesn't move around. Now the last thing we're going to be doing is to sew the other side, the other flap. Okay, we're going to use it to cover up our zip at this point. So you're going to match it up to the side that has the curve. Okay, make sure you do the same thing. So the parts that have this curve, you're going to also match up the parts that have the curve for this one. Now this one is the one that is on fold, remember, and I'm going to flip it the other side. Now I want to flip it so that you see that the flap should be a little bit bigger or wider than the zip. Why? Is because it's so that it can be able to overlap the zip, so you don't see the zip at any point. Okay, so you're going to sew it by half or 0.25 at that point, and after you're done, this is what you should have. You can see how neatly it is looking, and it's very fine. So you can see what we have now. The next thing we're going to do is to join the two flaps together. Okay, so we're going to hold those two together, and then I'm going to sew it at that point, maybe like 1 inch or 0.75 at that point, so it stays in place. So we are doing that so that it doesn't move. Okay, so if you have come to this point and you've not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Please go ahead to subscribe to the channel, like this video, drop a comment in the comment section, and also share to your friends. Okay, if you also want the tutorial on how to sew your corporate trouser, please let me know in the comment section and I'll drop the tutorial. So this is what we have afterwards. You can now go ahead to complete your trouser, and yes, it is very simple and very easy. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.